How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Now, as you can see, we've got ourselves a Shenyang J-50 right here. Now, this is by AF1 Models, as you can see, or AF1 Models. Now, although the J-50 is not the official designation, but a name given to it by the defense media and military analysts, it is made by a Chinese aircraft manufacturer, Shenyang Aircraft Corporation, of course, and one confirmed aircraft has been made. Now, that was sighted in December of 2024, and this new sixth generation fighter was spotted during its believed maiden flight, being shadowed by a Shenyang J-16 fighter acting as a chase aircraft. Now, not much is known by the experts, and even less by me, so I'll stop talking and we will get to this next-gen bird so we can get it in our grubby little hands. Now, as you can see, it does come in a very premium type box. It is a premium high fidelity alloy aircraft. Maybe it makes sound. I'm pretty sure high fidelity is more of an audio thing. There is nothing really too fancy about the box. So let us see if we can get it open on camera. Oops. Oh well. The cardboard does tear quite easily, as you can see. Now we got a little foam box in there. Let us get our sausage fingers to pull it out. Oh, here we go. All right, check out that. It's a nice foam box. Now, as you can see, it's got some little plugs on the side, so we should be able to get those off. There's 3 of those. Now, usually my luck when I pull something out of the box, it's upside down. So let us see when we take this lid, is it the right way up or is it upside down? Drum roll. Oh, I got it right. That is good. Now, as you can see, we'll get this plastic out of the way so you can actually see. Ooh, there is that weird oily film on these things. You can see this nice big chunky stand that looks to be all metal. That's metal. Let's see. Yep, that's a nice chunky stand. There's a little wing nut that you got to affix it to that, and that's how it looks all set up. Very straightforward. It does have a little bit of a name on there, and very similar setup to that J-36 we did. Is quite a tall stand. Now it does come with that same little thing that you screw in to hold the aircraft onto the stand. Now you've got your options for gear down or gear up, so that's pretty much all you need to do, I think, on these. Now they look to be magnetic like the previous one, which is pretty cool. So we should be able to get this aircraft out quite easily. So let us. It's got a reasonable weight to it, I suppose. Now we'll get these parts to drop out, but we don't want that foam in the shot. And we'll have a little close look. We'll zoom in so you can see those lines and see the quality of this. Now, being Air Force One, and the fact that there's not a great deal of schematics available to I guess diecast manufacturers. I don't know how accurate this is going to be. I don't think anyone will know how accurate it's going to be, but the detail does look pretty good. Does have that stealthy look. That is crazy, isn't it? Now, it does have a pilot figure in there. He does look to be all the one colour, so it's a pretty lame pilot figure there. They could have gone to a little bit more effort, especially for this type of aircraft, because I think a lot of people will probably be after one of these just to add to their collection because it's new. They could have made a bit more detail on that pilot. Now, that moved. Oh, okay, well, although they spin quite freely, that is very unusual. The whole design of the aircraft is quite unusual. That is really, really weird. So, that is spring-loaded, so obviously you can't have it in the damn position. I don't know why they really give you that option, because it's not like, well, I am sitting here playing with it, but it's not like everyone else is going to do that with their model. So, like the J-36, you could actually keep it down and it would stay in place. I don't think it locks down. No, it doesn't look to. So that is a little bit useless, really, to have that feature. Let us have a little look underneath, and there we go. There is a lot of oily sort of residue. This really needs a bath. But it does look very nice. So there is some weapons stores that we should be able to get access to. That's as far as that sort of opens from what I can see. Let's see if I can do it on the side that's easier for me to see. Jesus. They're not real easy to open, I'll tell you that much. As you can well plain see, I don't like using a sharp blade, but we'll have to be careful. They're a little bit stiff, painful to get out. Not really worth it anyway. The missile, or I think that's a missile that's in there, is just all white. Pretty boring. Nothing too exciting. Let's see if we can actually get these ones open. Let's get the trusty blade back out. I'm not going to piss fart around. Alright. Can we open them all? Yes. Alright, so that is very bright white. There is not a great deal of detail in there. I think it does have magnets on there. That's why it was a bit of a pain in the bum to maybe open. But it very, very not a lot of detail for the missiles either. So that you could detail them up yourself, I suppose, to correct that a little bit. But overall, it's yeah, look, it's all right for what it is. The door's closed beautifully. But I think it does look, not too bad. I don't know if there's a, well, that's the nose wheel landing gear. It goes straight in. The magnets on these things are absolutely on point, though. I'll give them that much. See, yep, that one goes in nicely. And this one should just drop straight in. Yep, and that is job done for in-flight. That does have, look, it's got a reasonable amount of detail. As I said, there's not a lot of information, I suppose, available to manufacturers to put too much on it. Nothing else I don't think moves or anything, but we'll zoom out a fraction and we'll chuck it on the stand for you. So, yeah, this is how it's going to look in flight. Let's put this stand, that is your stand. You just chuck it in the stand holes as usual, and that is how she will look on the stand there. And of course, that is the little bolt that you can thread through. Generally like that, you just thread it straight through the guts, and that does keep it on there reasonably nicely. And that is that. You can see how high that is, so it is quite high. But that is how she's going to look on the stand. These do flop around though. That is a bit annoying. They don't really stay in place, but gives it that sort of little, I suppose, cheapy sort of look to it, unfortunately. But as I said, you don't have many options with these, so that is just one of those things. So if you want one, you've got to sort of choose this. But I suppose we should chuck the landing gear on this and see how much it does weigh. I think I just hit the camera, sorry about that. All right, we'll move this out of the way. And we should be able to just flick these out. Oh, if it'll come out. Oh, Jesus, the magnet's just sucking it back in. Give it. Yeah, that's better. Now it does show. Oh, should go in like that. There we go. It is pretty straightforward. Let's see if we can. Boy, oh boy, the magnets are good. That is one positive thing out of this. We'll chuck that in. Although the fitment isn't that crash hot. The wheels, they do roll. Very, very stiff though. Oh, this one's going to be a pain in the ass to get out. Jesus. Okay, I'll have to get a little blade, I think, and see if we can get this to pop out. Jesus. Oh, my God. Oh, as you can see, the strength of that magnet, that is insane. Come on. That's the way. All right, so there's a notch in here, but there's it's all clean in there. I thought the notch might show you which side to put it on. So it fits that way, and it also fits that way. Let's have a little look. I'm trying to look for lights. Now, that does look like the lights are facing that way. Just trying to see those little lights. I think they're meant to be little lights. They do look like they're facing that way. So if I've put it in wrong, I am sorry, but no instructions. So one thing I do know that I think is wrong, I'm pretty sure in photos that's meant to be a dual wheel, the nose wheel, and that's obviously just a single one, but it does roll. So That is how it, well, is sort of setting up. It doesn't look, it's okay. This is, well, obviously, it's not a Hobby Master quality, but it does set up reasonably okay. It wasn't overly expensive. I think it was around 100 Australian or 110 Australian. That was including delivery to me. I grabbed this on AliExpress, of course. No plug to them. I don't get any commission. But I was just saying that is where I got it. Now, I did actually teleport into the Google and just quickly did have a little look. The pictures of the aircraft and nose wheel is situated around this area near the intake. It's not far forward, but it is definitely a twin nose wheel, whereas this is just a single one. So they've definitely got that wrong. But what have they got right? Let's see if they've got a nice weight right. How about we bring in the scales and whack this bird on the scales and see how much this J-50 does weigh. Better bring that into the picture better. So we do have 888 grams. That's got to be a lucky number. 888. That is not a bad weight. So 888 grams, which is not too bad for this kind of model. Look, if you're looking at it from afar, it does look quite nice. So there's an old saying, it's good from afar, but far from good. It does present nicely, but it is not, I don't think this will be the ultimate version of this particular aircraft. I think if it does go into full-scale production, some other companies will make a really nice high-quality version of it. All right, I'll wrap up the video. It's gone on long enough. Most of you are probably agreeing with me right now. I will take some photos of this, of course, throw them on at the end of the video so you can check out the model in a lot better detail without my grubby hands all over it. Of course, the sausage finger test, it is not too bad a size. These next-gen fighters are quite large. Now, of course, if you found the video helpful, doesn't matter if you like the plane or not, but if you found the video helpful, don't forget some of those my way would be absolutely awesome. Feel free to drop a comment below of what you think as well. There is a lot of you out there that are a lot smarter than me that have got better things to say than what I have probably said in the video. And I always enjoy hearing other people's thoughts. All right, everyone, I'll wind up, of course, by saying if you haven't subscribed to my channel and you're watching, feel free to do that as well. All right, thank you all for dropping past and checking out this video of this Shenyang J-50, of course, by AF1 Models or Air Force One Models. You all have an awesome sauce rest of your day. Cheers.